Good evening, everybody. It is another Shay Takeover. Listen, I am excited about tonight. I hope you are. I'm going to do a quick mic check, sound check. If you all can hear me clearly, go ahead and put it in the chat. It is another amazing opportunity that I get to be before you all to share all things that are, just exciting when it comes to how we utilize software and systems here at Forston Consultants to get the word out about what we do, right? Whether it's housing the homeless, providing affordable housing, it does not matter. That is what we are here to talk about, and the systems that operate. For those that don't know me, I am Shay Forston, the better half of Mr. Derek Forston, who gets the Tuesday nights off. And me and my amazing co-host get to tear it up with you a little bit and talking all things software and systems, how we run and operate our ILFs, our nonprofit organizations, other businesses and other business endeavors that we do have, and how we utilize digital flow solutions as a game changer. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hang out with me, hang out with Derek on Mondays and Saturdays, and you get me and Angela on Tuesdays, whether you like it or not. But anyway, I am here to share all things software and systems and virtual assistants and how we use those components to help drive our independent living facilities, the HRA program, which is the Housing Referral Agency program, and so much more. So again, I am not on the cozy couch for coaching tonight. I am behind the computer screen, so you already know I'm about to dive in. My amazing co-host has just entered the building, and I am going to bring her up and let her introduce herself and all things Splendor. Wait, what is it?
Splendorifical.
Everything that she does splendorifically. So again, good evening, Angela. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the wonderful people, and let's get this party started, because you and I had a wonderful conversation before the live that we're going to actually go into here on this live so that people can be involved in what it looks like with Digital Flow Solutions and how we do our training. Go for it, sis.
So I am so excited to be here. Y'all, I've been waiting for this all day long. Well, my name is Angela Brooks, and I operate the Clarissa Project. We are a independent living facility, and we also recently partnered with I'm gonna say it wrong, but Thelina Home Care. And so we have a home care business as well. So not only do we have house independent adults with income, but now we house independent adults with income but need a little bit more care. So we just up in the ante a little bit, and I'm so excited to see tonight how DFS is going to help me keep my sugar honey iced tea in order.
Can I tell you, I have your account open, and I'm going to pow you live on this thing, okay?
Yes, let's go.
But you just said something, and before we dive into that, because this is Forston Consultants, we do talk all things ILF, independent living facilities. And I would be remiss if I do not give my, whatever you want to call it, send our love to Derek, the CEO, the founder of Forston Consultants, my amazing husband,
amazing coach.
He is awesome. Had it not been for us, had it not been for him, honestly, we would not be here having this conversation today. But I do want to hit on something that you said. For those of you that do not know what the independent living facility model is, I'm going to let Angela go for it. Like, she's been under our tutelage for what? Forever. And she's doing amazing things. So I want Angela to give you an overview of what the ILF model is. And then, Angela, swing it back around to why is software and systems so important to you?
Okay. So an independent living facility is not, I'm going to start it off with what it's not, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. It is not a group home. It is not rooming houses. It is not your auntie or your grandma renting out a room. That is what it is not. Right. An independent living facility is a actual home. It could be a duplex. It could be a mobile home. If it's legal and it's habitable, it can probably most likely be used if we talk about it. But it is a place where people live in community to live and thrive out for the rest of their lives. Derek likes to say, I will take them from 18 to 118. But in a shared living environment, then adults have the opportunity to share a room with another person of the same gender,
Right.
or they can choose to have a private room, and then they share things in the house. So they share the living room, the kitchen, the laundry room. They share community. So they are in the house together, kind of like if when you went to college, if you lived in a dorm, you were doing some shared living. If you spent
Yeah.
the summer at your grandma's house, y'all did some shared living too. So that is what it is. That is what the independent living facility model is. But what makes us different
Talk
is
about it.
we have rules, we have regulations, we have policies, we have procedures. You can't come in here smoking weed. You can't come in here with your dog. You can't come in here with your 5 kids. You in some houses, each house is different, but
Yeah.
the way we structure our houses is in the same, is that we have foundations. Everything is built off of a foundation, and then we build the house from there. And that is also what most of our residents actually like. They like the fact that there's going to be cameras around to keep them safe.
Yeah.
They like the fact that, they know what days of the week the trash goes out so it doesn't run over. They like the fact that they have chores so they know if Sally didn't clean the bathroom, okay, it was Sandra's day or whatever. So,
Right.
whatever your environment is, it keeps the house cozy, it keeps it copacetic, it makes it so it's a safe and loving environment to live in.
I love that. So answer this question because you do both, right? You've got your hands in the
Mhm.
housing, you've got your hands in the HRA. Give them like we do gear Saturdays, Mondays and Saturdays to really hone in on the ILF model and the HRA model. But what I do want to talk about tonight is again, we're going to give you a brief overview of what those models are, which Angela is doing. And then we're going to dive into why software and systems are so important. So let's talk about the HRA also, Angela, because you're one of the most like again, people don't realize how they overlap, like how the being an ILF owner and operator and an HRA kind of just they just fit like a glove, right?
Mhm.
So talk to the people about being an HRA, right? How does it work? Like how do you navigate the two?
So, in the HRA aspect, I'm actually going out and making connections with community partners, with
Right.
case managers and hospitals, and not just community partners. I'm not going to name any names, but you have to knock on doors and sometimes knock them down, get on people's
Yeah.
nerves, make them know who you are, right?
Yeah.
You have an amazing product. And in our case, our product is housing, and there's millions of people who need housing. So we
Exactly.
have to advertise and let people know what our services are. And the way that I tie that in with housing is when my own houses are full, then I reach out to the network. We have a network here, and then you build networks of other people again by letting people know who you are. Like Derek talks about frying chicken. If nobody knows you frying chicken on Sunday, ain't nobody gonna show up for a plate. So I
Right.
knock up on all the doors to let everybody know I got chicken. And in my case, it's housing.
Right, exactly. No, and I love that because I think a lot of times people feel like, and those two things work synonymously, right? They work hand in hand. Even if you have an ILF, if you've got to be an HRA from the base. Like
Hmm.
that is your foundation. And a lot of people get kind of, they get a little fickle at wanting to go that route because they
Yeah,
feel like it's not necessary. Well, I'll just get somebody else to do it, or I'll do that. But what people don't realize is the importance of cultivating and nurturing those relationships because it makes you more palatable for the case manager, the social worker, anybody that you're going to be receiving calls from. They want to know you. A lot of times people don't, and this is something that Derek and I have a conversation about a lot. A lot of times people don't trust the product because they've never trusted the individual that they've seen
exactly.
face to face. So
Exactly.
that's some of the barriers. But what I do want us to also talk about, because that can be a barrier, right? Limited or ineffective communication can be another barrier. That's one of the things that we always talk about is if you don't answer the phone, if you don't keep like if you don't answer the phone, if you're not one to respond to emails, that can become a problem in this in what we do because people now see you as someone that doesn't um really take what you do serious, right? Or, if your beds are full, you just go ghost. That's not what you want to do in this model. You want to now transition to becoming an HRA where you've built those relationships around you to help continue to house people. The
Yeah.
ultimate goal is housing people. And I
Yes.
think that providing safe, affordable housing for people. And I think that's one of the places that a lot of people that do housing, they're not under the ILF umbrella, but they're just sharing rooms or renting rooms.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
kind of they miss it there, right? They don't have effective communication tools. They don't have software and systems. Heck, some of them don't even have a business
Yeah.
structure or setup.
Yeah.
They're just doing it as ant flow and making a mess. Go ahead. What you was going to say?
But before we go into the software and systems, another reason that you want to HRA is because if God told you to do this business, this was a conversation between you and Him. It was not a conference call. You
Yeah.
are the only person who received those instructions. And so that you can
Yeah.
go and teach those to your VA or whoever is working with you, you have to know how it runs yourself in order to teach it.
You
Who
do.
better else than to, know how your business runs other than the owner? If
Yeah.
you, the owner, cannot portray your business as its amazingness, it's not going to be amazing
Right.
to anybody else.
Right, exactly. It won't. It won't. And that's I'm glad you said that because a lot of people they miss that. That's something that is missed. And then again, it they wonder why they're struggling in, being able to have a business,
But I
right?
can admit, as an HRA, I don't make relationships with everybody who contacts me.
Right.
If you
Hmm.
were the person who just want to sit back and collect the check, I'm not the woman for you because I'm doing all the work. So I need to collect more than said check. So, and if you
Yeah.
don't value your business, I can't put more value in it than you do.
Yeah. I love that. So let's talk about software and systems. I see we got Rita in the chat, and I've been messing with Rita too. So I want to talk about software and systems, Angela. Man, I can talk to. I actually, my VA actually posted something the other day because a lot of nonprofits. So I do this. I do the ILF and HRA model as a nonprofit organization. So that's one of my programs, right? That's the Angela Denise Foundation. You can visit our social media, Angela Denise Foundation, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Visit our website, angeladenisefoundation.org. Get to know us, get to see what we're doing. But ultimately, I put something out today. Well, Latrell put something out today that was a question that have been asked by a lot of nonprofits founders, whether they're grassroots just getting started. They see a lot of our social media content. They see a lot of the things that the Angela Denise Foundation is doing, and they want to know how I can afford it.
Hmm.
So I did a video today that really talked about the importance of systems, right? A CRM. I started with Wix. I started with Mailchimp and Survey Monkey and all of these other little things until we landed on Digital Flow Solutions.
Hmm.
So I literally posted that today, and I talked about software and systems help you, one, stay organized.
Yeah.
Two, it helps you to see consistency in conversations. Like that's one of the things I love about Digital Flow Solutions.
Hmm.
If I have had a conversation with, say, I'm going to just say Angela, right?
Hmm.
I've had a conversation with Angela and it kind of stopped, but I'm communicating with her through my CRM system. I can follow that trail back, whether it's via SMS or whether we were communicating with text or email. And let's say we jumped between both. I can follow that whole conversation log in my CRM system. And that's what people don't realize. Then you have to play that game of try to figure it out or catch up and
Hmm.
search and find, okay, where did I last talk to this person? How did I last communicate with them?
Hmm.
One thing about a CRM system, it keeps me very organized. Not only does it keep me organized, it allows me to remember things that I forget. Like prime example, residents' birthdays.
Hmm.
Terrible. Like I am horrendous. Just honestly terrible. And that is something that my virtual assistant is going to be working on this week. He's actually gathering all of that information, setting it up in the client's contact in our system, and then he'll create an automation that will automatically send them a birthday. Whether it's a happy birthday digital card, like whatever we can get set up for their birthdays, that's what's going to populate on the day of their
Yeah.
birthday
Yeah.
automatically. So it doesn't take me to do it. Even donors. Can you imagine how special my donors, people that donate to our cause on a regular basis, to just be reminded, like we remembered their birthdays. So those
Mm-hmm.
are the things that I love about having a CRM system. It keeps me very organized. It allows me to reach my residents, my donors, people that I'm leads that I'm looking for to become donors or partners. Like I can identify and have those smart lists to where I can send out an immediate email campaign to just that particular group of people.
So
So
are
that's
you
what I
trying
love
to tell
about it.
me all of those things you just said is in one system? I'm just trying to make sure.
Yes.
I use said system, but I want to make sure that
So
everything you just said is in one thing. I don't have
yes,
to pay Chimp and Monkey and this one and Ring Central and the fax
you don't.
machine and going to Home Depot.
No.
I don't have to do all that.
You don't. You really don't. Like honestly, you don't have to do anything. One stop shop. We have a nonprofit pricing, so nonprofits get the full platform for $87 a month.
Okay.
That includes phone line,
Can I throw
SMS
something at the
features,
computer, child? Just
and so much.
$87.
Yeah. Do you know how much I was paying? Like, think about it. I would pay I think like $40 a month for Wix. I had a Ring Central line that was another what 50 something dollars a month.
Mhm.
I was paying for campaigns if I went over 500, and it was like another 20 to $30 for the
Yeah.
campaign. So ultimately I've already exceeded my $87, right?
Mhm.
I've well gone over it.
Oh yeah.
So again, that's why it was beneficial for us to find something that we can implement everything that we need in one place. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about you from an HRA standpoint, and we're going to dive into it because I actually have your account open on my other screen. And
You
I'm
see
going to
it
pick
working, girl. You see
Rita. Rita, I am going to pick on Angela so bad tonight. In love, in love, in love. But I really want us to kind of jump in because I want to talk about your like how you use the system and where we can make
Mhm.
some modifications, and we'll do it in real time,
Okay.
right? I can see some things that I'm gonna pow her with. Like one, her social media planner ain't got no social media accounts attached to it, and you'll see me looking this way because I'm looking at her screen. I have a second screen, so I'm looking at her account, the Clarissa Project. I see it. I'm just looking. Social planner empty, crickets.
But yes,
So, but
I
she
put
always posted.
yes.
Like I'm like, what are you doing, Angela? But anyway, go for it. Kind of tell them how. Let's walk through it. What are some of the things you are using your platform for, and how can we get you more? How can we get you more integrated into your system to where you're not still piecemealing things, and prepare you for a virtual assistant, because that's the ultimate goal,
Yeah.
right? Is a virtual assistant. So talk to me.
So all of my telephone calls and text messages are in DFS. It's all there.
Okay.
The only thing that is not there is when people DM me from, like, if they message me from something I posted in Facebook Marketplace, but that's because it's not there. I heard you, and so that's why. But if
Yeah.
they DM me, it comes to my phone instead of coming in there. I can say that I need help. In every month, I send out a census to
Yeah.
all of my contacts, and because I don't want to give people's information away, I copy and paste this census, I don't know, 100 times to everybody in my contact list. Just for instance, Chrysalis, right? So if I'm
Yep.
sending it, if I'm using that um, team, you know how many hundreds of case managements they have. I mean, case management people they have on their teams. So I'm sending it to all of the management teams and then everybody who's given me their individual email addresses. And
Gotcha.
if it's a social partner like Salt, you know, each
Right.
one of them, they don't have a conglomerate email. Each one of
Have
them on
an
their case
individual.
management team, everybody on the case management team is getting a separate email.
Right.
So
Okay.
that is
So
one area of opportunity for me.
let's stop right there. So family, we're going to do this. Tonight's going to be very live, very interactive. I know we have family members that are in the building. So Rita, whomever else is joining us, I know we've got people on Facebook, both Facebook pages, YouTube, and Instagram. Instagram does fall off after an hour. So Instagram, join us over here on YouTube. Just come on over. Just come on over at Forston Consultants. Facebook, you can do the same. If not, if you're catching this and you know you got to run or jet, it'll be back as a replay. It'll be available on on our YouTube channel at Forston Consultants. Again, if you are interested in a free demo with digital flow solutions, I want you to text the phrase CRM, the letter CRM, to 407-809-8215. It's going to be streaming across the bottom of this live session for the whole session. And again, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Or hey, Rita, if you want to jump on with us live, let me know. I'll send you the link. You can come get in the hot seat too, right? If nobody's exempt, you all are welcome. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to put them in the chat. But I am going to share my screen, Angela, and this is your personal account. So they'll be able to see. We're not going to go into any personal information, but we are going to look at, again, the marketing tool. Okay. So give me a second. So right here, Angela, is marketing. So this is the Clarissa Project. Y'all see that at the top right here. It says the Clarissa Project. So I'm not joking when I tell you I am all in Angela's business. So technically, Angela, let me show you what you can be doing with this. So even in real time, if you have another monitor, go ahead, log in and log into your social platforms. Literally, all you're going to do is click the button that says Connect Facebook, and it's going to go to connect your Facebook. Like that's literally what you're going to do, right? Let me go back. Yeah. So you can click on those items and it'll automatically connect. Google My Business, the same thing. LinkedIn, you can actually connect your personal LinkedIn account. Okay. Even, TikTok, all of these platforms are available for you. And they're still in the process of rolling out additional platforms as well to get us more operational. Once you are in your social planner, Angela, I will be able to come back, but I'm going to go to the Angela Denise Foundation, which is my nonprofit organization. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you are able to connect your, somebody said, it's Colleen P. Ryan said, good evening at the Clarissa Project, and a whole bunch of hearts. I got to put this up. This is so sweet.
Hey, girl.
So sweet. Hi, Colleen. I'm not sure who you are, but hey girl, hey. I love the heart. But yeah,
Colleen is one of my really good friends, and I've been talking to her about starting to use DFS. And so I told her tonight that I was going to be picked on. So it was good to see me.
So she came to support you to get picked on. So technically, Angela, as you see my screen, this is what it'll look like once you start connecting all of your platforms, right? This is just the line view. I can go here to the calendar view and pull up everything that has been posted. As you see, Latrell has completed this month. So he's pretty much social media the heck out of my out of the nonprofit. I'm not sure if he's into next month yet, but I can check. No, he's not started next month yet. So, but he's ahead. So as you see, if I click on it, you'll see 2 or more. So different platforms are being reached out to on specific days.
Got a question?
Yes, go for it.
So where it said 2 or more, that means he's posting the same thing in 2 or more places? Because I saw like 3 posts.
So right here, you'll see on, let's go to tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah, this is tomorrow, right? Yeah, I think it is. So tomorrow there is a video that I shot going to Instagram, and it will also go to Facebook, but he has something completely different going to Google My Business.
Okay.
Yeah. So he just so what he'll do is he does his initial post, and then he'll come back and he may recycle different things that have already went out on other platforms to the additional platforms.
Okay.
So he's got his own way that is very intricate. And I love it because it's never a dull moment on my social media when it comes to the Angela Denise Foundation. The other great thing I love about this is, prime example, if you want to go ahead and create a new post, you can literally, you see our friend Content AI. Let's say you're somebody that's
Content AI and create a post from DFS, I don't even put it in my social planner. Can I do it for that day, or can I plan it out like Latrell
Plan
does?
it out. You can do it any way you want. So let's go to this. This is Rita says, "Oh my VA is not using this part of DFS."
She's gonna
Um,
talk to her tomorrow.
so and Rita, don't get too heavy on your VA because the content AI is new. I told Angela I have to verify, but I believe I'm not even going to share that. I'll put it in the private group because I want to make sure that I'm correct before I put that out there. But the content AI will allow you to, again, if I click on this, it'll allow me to, kind of get my thoughts together and what I want to create. And we kind of messed with this last time we were live,
Mm-hmm.
Angela. So I
Mm-hmm.
can put a theme. Thanksgiving is coming up. We can do Thanksgiving. Oop, Thanksgiving is coming up. Add a description. We want to raise funds, really, Shay, to feed the homeless. And then the keywords, donations, hit enter, Thanksgiving. Oops, I didn't
Homeless,
press nothing. Homeless.
Thanksgiving.
Spelling is not usually a problem.
It's because you're being watched.
I know. Why is that always the case? And let's just select the tone. Like, what do we want it to sound like? We want it to be exciting, funny. Like, you can choose exciting. I want 3 different variations of this
Mm-hmm.
post. The length of content, I don't need it to be long and drawn out, but then I can go ahead and click generate. And it will generate some of the verbiage, the copy, what we call copy. So Thanksgiving, let's share our gratitude by giving back. We're on a mission to raise funds and feed the homeless. Every donation makes a difference. Join us in spreading warmth and kindness on this special day. Like, there's so many different types of verbiage, and if I don't like it, I can have it to regenerate new content.
So the
If I
fact
like
that
it,
this content AI just did a chat GPT
mm-hmm,
inside of DFS, and so all I have to do is put in the prompt or the
yeah,
keywords, and I just created the post.
correct.
I don't even have to think, oh, this is great, because I get tired. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's technically it. And then prime example, you see, I just chose the first one and it says copy.
Mm-hmm.
So I send it over here and I hit continue. And let's say you already have a graphic, right? You just select whatever graphic you want to add, and we select what platforms. Give me a second. Let me see if I make this screen any bigger. The
Please
screen
do.
hiding from me. So I can select whatever platforms I want this to go to.
So where am I pulling my graphics? Because I don't have any graphics
So,
inside of
okay.
DFS.
So you can literally just upload the graphic. So
Okay.
let's say you have a basic graphic that you've created. I know there is a way to add graphics. Don't don't
Mm-hmm.
don't ask me how yet, because I'm still messing around with the AI piece. This
Mm-hmm.
is very, very new, but you can upload a graphic, very easy, and you can pull it. Give me a second. So if you go to, what is this asking? So here, and if I wanted to make edits to it, you see this? I
Yes.
literally just clicked on the AI, and then here to add your graphic, it does allow you to create the image from AI. Shall we
Let's
try
click on
it?
that button.
Can we try it?
Yes, create the
So we
image
are
from
like,
AI.
guys, you are finding this out as we do. This is a brand new release that was released literally, I think 2 weeks ago? I
It
think we
was
talked
two
about it
weeks
two
ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
So let's create an image using AI. Okay, you ready?
Thanksgiving feeding the homeless. This is gonna be so good. This is a shame when I get excited about taking stuff and I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, are you ready? Let's see.
Derek will be laughing
What
at
is
us.
this? Hold on, wait. I don't know what I did. Not a variety of desserts on a wooden table. Hold on, wait. This
That is
picture,
not what you typed.
I did not. So I'm just gonna see. Hold on, let's see. Let's go back. Okay, so
Do you want to do
um
Thanksgiving donation?
So you got it. So I'm reading. It says a field of mustard flowers on a summer day with oak trees. So let's say a thanks. So they want it to be really descriptive. Meal on a table in the park.
No, you can say in a home, a Thanksgiving
Okay,
meal
I'm
in a
just thinking
home,
because I'm just thinking
a Thanksgiving meal in a
in
home,
a warm,
cozy
festive
home,
home. Let's just see.
feeding.
Let's see what it does.
Okay.
Let's generate. I don't know what we're
Oh,
gonna
it's
get.
doing something.
It is.
Well, it's spinning.
Come on and spin then. That ain't festive.
No, it's not. It's
And
very,
so we've
it's
got to
not
do, okay,
normal.
so let's have it create another in color. So let's do in color. Let's see what they say.
Where there's no people at the table. We didn't
It
tell it
ain't.
to seat people.
I didn't. So the more specific, the better. So as
Yeah,
you see, this is something that I don't think this is in beta. Like, see, that's not bad.
it's not bad.
It's not. But again, I think the more information you give the prompt, like anything, you know I'm the prompt queen. The more
Mm-hmm.
you prompt, the better the outcome, the better the image. So technically, you don't have to go anywhere. You can literally prompt away and create your own contact or your content or graphic. But if you're somebody like Latrell that's very into that, he's just into all sorts of new types of graphics. I let him have his way. Use
Yeah.
CapCut, use all of your other platforms, and then you can literally come here and get the graphic and upload it from your media
So
segment.
that one right there where the mouse is the upload.
Correct. So you can
Okay.
literally upload from anywhere. So as you see,
Okay,
all
cool.
of our content stays within here.
Yeah.
Once you upload a graphic, it will stay in the system. So
Oh,
you
okay,
don't have
good.
to worry about, yeah, it will live there. So
That
you
is what I
can,
was going to ask next
yep,
because I have all of mine in a particular place on the laptop, and I'm just
correct.
wondering, can I like copy it over?
Yes. All right. So
Okay.
back to pick on Angela. So we've seen that that works. Let's go back to the Clarissa project. So the one thing you were just talking about. So like I said, once you go ahead and start connecting your social platforms, I should have been able to see, if you did it, I would have been able to see all of them connected here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be able to go ahead and create those social posts just like you saw me do. You can do them, without the AI tool or with. The other thing you were talking about are email campaigns.
Yeah.
This is what you need to get active in because you've already got your contact list. You've already got people in your system. Why not send out the same message to everybody, right? Go to your contacts and tag. Oh, go ahead.
So my question is, can I port my contacts from my email and my can I port my contacts from my Gmail or what,
You would
from
definitely want
Google
to.
to DFS, or can I port my contacts from my cell phone
Yes,
to DFS?
you would want to. Yes, if you can do a backup and get them on a CSV file, or a Excel spreadsheet, yes, you would definitely want to do that because
I'm
now
about
you're
to
not
do
sending
super
them.
thing.
This is the reason why you have the platform, right? Bye bye to the days of utilizing your personal, your Gmail or your mail. The
Yeah,
goal is to now push everything through the CRM, right? Push everything through the CRM because the messaging you're sending is just blah. They're just seeing
yeah,
words on the screen, right?
yeah.
Let's go to email campaigns. So you see there's templates. The first thing we can do is we can create a new one. Go to create. Um, let's see. We can go to email marketing templates, right? And let's say you want to do something with housing. Let's search housing. Boom. Say you
This is
want to
so
use
good
this.
because I usually attach things to my email. So because like you said, it's just words on the screen. And
Yeah.
this would come out so
Completely
much
different.
better.
So prime
Yeah.
example, let's say you wanted to the new house.
Mm-hmm.
Upload your pictures here. So watch, I'm going to hit continue. This is going to be in your account, okay? Under
Okay.
template.
Okay.
So I just chose a template because I'm back in the Clarissa project. So this is something that's in your account. Wait, don't take longer than usual. I need you to do what you do. Hold on, let's hit refresh. I'm just checking. That's my fault, y'all. My Wi-Fi is lagging. Let me know if I have a clear connection with you all that are online.
I
I
can hear you just fine. You
okay.
don't
I just
sound like
want to
you're
make
lagging to
sure.
me.
Yeah, Derek is downstairs streaming, so I'm gonna ask him.
But I'm on YouTube on my phone,
Uh-huh.
and the live is not at the same place we are.
No, it never is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually about 13 to 14 seconds behind.
Okay. Colleen said you're good.
Okay, thank you, Colleen. So here we go. We've now got that template up, and you can literally click on the three buttons. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna double click the template, and I can go ahead and make any modifications. So let's say you're somebody that loves using Canva. You can
Mhm.
modify this by creating something in Canva, upload it, and recreate it. Here's the images that are on this amazing slider. So you can just see the slider. Here are the
Oh,
fetch.
add the pictures to the slider. So,
Correct. You just add the pictures to the slider. And
girl, you
then
make me
now,
feel fancy.
yeah. And now you can continue to add like whatever verbiage it is you want to let them know. You can have call to actions. Like these are call to action buttons. So prime example, if I wanted to change this call to action, I just click on the button. If I want to connect it to a different URL. So
Hmm.
prime example, let's say you want them to schedule an appointment with you. You
Yeah.
can put your scheduling link in here and then change what it says, schedule an appointment. So think of this as a more exciting version of MailChimp,
Yeah.
right? With other things like, think of mini websites, not emails, but mini websites that you're sending to people, although they will go to them in an email format. I believe the AI tool is here as well. So you'll see right here, if you wanted to figure out what you want to write, you can generate with AI. So once again, it's cutting back the time that it's going to take you
Yes.
to create what you're creating. So email campaigns, do them in the system. You can now send them out. I'll show you one that I've been working on today that I need to send out and have not sent out. And the reason why is because I had to verify the client's email. So you know that I'm doing the Pill Method conference
Yes.
and doing all of the behind the scenes for that conference. So here's all of the campaign messages that's going to be going out. This is the invitation email that we've created already. So again, if they click here, they're going to go directly. It didn't go. I never saved it. Ha. I'm going to put the ticket link. I think it was this one. Told you, I think I got a little carried away. So get your ticket now. And then what's going to go here will be the link to
The
the
link to get
checkout
the
page.
ticket. Okay.
So the
So,
checkout page. So as soon as they click it, they'll go automatically to the checkout page.
and
So
how
these are the things
many
you want.
email addresses can?
Unlimited. You can do everybody in your platform. So that's why I said campaigns is one click go, and nobody sees who it's sent to when it comes from you. So if we go to send this thing, I mean, like I'm gonna try not to send it, but if I want to go ahead, give me a second because it's in template. I don't want it to be a template. I need it to go live. Actually, go back. That's why this is template campaigns. So prime example, here's my draft campaign ready to go.
Hmm.
If I'm ready to send it, you'll see schedule or send, and I can go here and it's going to show me the spam score is coming
Hmm.
soon. So it'll tell you how many people will possibly get it spammed or will it spam to. So it's giving you a whole bunch of insight before you
Wow.
even send the message.
Yeah.
And you can schedule it. You can send it now, schedule it. I can send it in batches over a couple of days so that I'm not
Okay.
overdoing my system because I think we've got like over 7,000 or 12,000 people in this system
Hmm.
under this event. So I will send it out in batches, right? So I'm not just killing the account by sending 10,000 between Forcing Consultants and and the Pill Method sub accounts. But I can send them out in batches. I can select the contacts just by clicking here. So I can figure them out by tag. I
Mm.
can, I can select them by a smart list or by tag. or pre-built segments. So again, you can literally configure however you want to send this information. And for those of y'all that don't know, come and join us January 31st at the Pill Method Conference here in Orlando, Florida. It is all about financial wellness, learning how to adequately know how much your debt is costing you, right?
Yeah.
And how to pay it off quicker. This is all about not just, learning the snowball method and all these different methods. This gentleman has a unique gift. Don Daniel, he is the founder of the Pill Method International. If you don't know, yes, that is it, Colleen. 131 Orlando. We are going to be there in the building. And it's going to be all things renewing. We're in January. You know, January is that month where everybody's setting new goals and trying to get things done and accomplished. Why not start the year off with us?
Yep.
Early bird tickets are $175. That comes with a amazing 3-course meal. Talk about it, Angela. You at our last conference. It's going to be
Yes.
done
There are
in
no sandwiches. There are no Capri Sun
no.
boxes. This comes on an actual plate. Somebody cooked it in the kitchen next door. So it is actually a hot, full meal.
Yes.
And it's actually the hotel itself is
Yeah.
beautiful.
We love
Laid
it.
out very nicely.
Yep. But yeah, it's oh, she said she might be on a road trip. Come on back. Come on. Come on. Come on with it. It's no, but it's going to be such an amazing. He spoke at our event. I got to pull the footage of that, and that's something that I'm going to be sending out. I'm going to be sending out clips on social media of his presentation. He literally dropped the mic, y'all. He
He
was
did.
amazing.
And
But
what I like about this right here is that
yeah,
you can send it out in batches. Because I know when I was getting ready for the open house, I would send things every other day, you know,
yeah,
to make sure I wasn't doing too much, but make sure I didn't give too much time in between for
yeah.
people to forget that something is coming up. So the fact that you can send this out in batches and I can schedule the batch
So,
is,
so prime
oh,
example, like right now, you should be getting ready for Christmas, right?
yeah.
Your Christmas stuff could be created and scheduled to go out whenever you want it. Our team is trying to get ahead of the holidays for 2025. So
Hmm.
everything will be preset and scheduled to go out. And the system will literally just batch it out. It just sends it. So you don't have to worry about doing it. It's created. Same thing with your social media. Same exact thing. It's no different. But again, you want to make sure you have calls to action in your email campaigns. Okay, Angela?
So
So
what's call to action?
a call
Tell.
to action. So let's go back to this one, right? The call to action is purchase your ticket,
Okay.
right? So we're giving them, and remember how earlier I showed you and nothing was there, but you see here the actual URL is
Mm-hmm.
here. So this is my URL and it's going to direct somebody directly. So prime example, let me hit save and let me see if it'll allow me to preview. It will not because I'm not in, yeah, preview
So when
today.
you're doing that, right? So if my call to action is call me, I will
So
put my phone number there and it will take them to call me.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
So prime example, I just clicked on the call to action and I'm in the
Hmm.
checkout page. So I can literally purchase my ticket.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So that's the call to action. So that's what it looks like. So
And another
again,
one would be like for me, um, to like revert it back to housing. A call to action would be like schedule a tour, and that way we
correct.
could or schedule a tour so we could tour the houses. Or
Yes.
can this go to my assessment? Because girl, that
Correct.
would
You
save me so
okay.
much
So
time.
that's another great thing. I'm glad you said that. Do you have your assessment as a form in your system?
Not in DFS.
Okay, so here's another thing. So we just talked about content creation AI for the social
Hmm.
planner. We've talked about the email campaigns in DFS. Like we're not moving. You have not seen us leave from Digital Flow Solutions family. We are still in the same platform at the same price point. We ain't paying nothing extra for another system or software. But what you are seeing is us maneuvering through this system to get things done. So what you'll also see, so let's go to you. I'm going to go to the Clarissa project. And this is all, so what you'll notice within Digital Flow Solutions is that everything has its own assigned URL. So everything that it creates, whether it's a form, a survey, anything. They have quizzes now. I don't know who's doing quizzes, but okay. It will be under sites because they're like mini websites within the system. So
Yeah.
as you see here, you've got funnels, you've got websites, you've got a store. So prime example, if
My
you want to
store needs to
sell
go there.
items that you make at home, or if you want to
Yeah.
connect like an alternative, I tell people to do Printful because
Mm-hmm.
Printful is a full integration. Once you create something on Printful, it automatically adds to your store here in the platform. So that's another thing that you can pull in for free. And now you can sell product or merch from your Printful store in your system, in the platform. There's no additional cost for that. Create a store. I mean, have fun,
So
right?
all the stuff, my t-shirts, all those that I
Correct.
have, they would go in the store.
Yes. Yep, you can. Yes. So as you see here, we come way over here, you see forms.
Mm-hmm.
Let's build you a form. Let's build an assessment form. So right now you have
Okay.
your regular contact form that's on the platform, that's on your, probably on your website.
Yeah.
Basic information that it's gathering, right? So let's say you want to do your assessment. We'll add a form. Choose from a template. Why not?
Okay.
It's templates there for that.
And since there's a contact us template, I
So we
probably
don't,
need to change
yeah,
it.
you can, and you can honestly change the one that you already have. You don't have to
Yeah,
build
that's
an.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's look. So prime example, I've actually used this for somebody, something very similar to this one. Well, it was this one, a quick template. As you see, I can gather a whole bunch of information. So
Mm-hmm.
prime example, let's say you use this one. I'm going to hit continue and add it to your account. So these
Okay.
things will be in your account.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can just switch them up.
Mm-hmm. And then when you come here, yes, Printful does connect, Colleen. I think
No, she's
Printful. I
asking
don't know
she's
about
asking about
Printify.
Printify.
I will
Yeah.
check, but I think anything we can, I'm sure we can write it in with code. I do have developers that work with us at Digital Flow Solutions, and they will be able to assist in any adding of anything. They just do what they do. So prime example, here it is. We've got it modified now. This is just a basic thingy, a basic form template. So okay. So as you see, this right here, this top portion is an actual graphic. So this will
Mm-hmm.
be something that you'll have to change. But if I wanted to change information on this portion of the form, give me a second. So I'm going to go here to this little beautiful segment right here. And you see styles, themes, options. I can literally go to the layout and change the layout, the theme. This is where you can change the themes again to make it look a little
Okay.
different. But I want to, I know it's another, where's my clicker? So prime example, this one is the one that always gives me, okay, here we go, colors and backgrounds. So I can literally change everything here. So the background color, again, if you're working in Canva, I tell people all the time, utilize the SKUs that come up in
Yeah.
Canva, and just copy and paste it here so that your aesthetic across your whole website and everything
It's
that
the
you do
same.
is the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we can add whatever SKU is similar to yours. So as you see, I can hit the slider
Mine,
and
yeah,
pick
mine would go
the
over to
colors.
the, yeah, it would be like that fuchsia color.
Yeah, so we can actually change the color here and save that. We can change the font color. We can go to black and just make it simple.
Mm-hmm.
The input color, we can also make, we can make that a different color, not that color. But you just pretty much modify it however you want. I'm
Okay.
just adding colors, right? Um, and then again, you can upload a different image. Sorry, ladies, I'm messing up my screen. So you can upload different images. This would definitely be an image that needs to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is right here. So you see it right here in
Yeah.
this little segment. So if I wanted to change it and use something different, I can.
Okay.
You can take that out and put a different image. Yeah, and literally like just change all of the information. You can
So how do
create.
I change the information?
So perfect. So full name, again, once you click on the locations, you'll see that
Mm-hmm.
that sidebar changes. So you want
Okay.
the full name. You can leave that. You want the email address. You want the
Yes.
phone number. We can
Yes.
change this to be
Yeah.
assessment questions, right? So assessment. Is it two S's? I think so. Well,
Yeah.
if it ain't, it'll be two today. Before. Anyway, so assessment, and then you can literally, once you're here, let's go. Because now you see it dropped us to the next segment,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to go to options. So now we're in options, and you can change the information here, right?
Okay.
Again, it can be, are you on medications? Are you blah, 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 blah? Like all of this stuff you can change. Now, let's say, for example, you don't
And
like
where it
this.
says add option, I'm sorry, where it says add option, is
Mm-hmm.
that where I can add another
Yep.
question? Okay.
Yep. Yep. So let's say you don't like this format per se. You can come over here to add form element, and we can get rid of this altogether. And let's say you just want, let's go down. Let's say you want to do drop downs instead.
Okay. Yeah.
We can just slide it over. And then you click on it again, go to options and start adding what are your options.
Okay.
So let's say it's, let me go back. Oops. Let's go back to content, and we'll change this to, do you have a mental health background? Diagnosis. Well, it'll be, yeah. So we'll do that. And then you can select, like, let's say you have the most common diagnoses. You can actually add them into your options. 1, 2, 3, add additional options. Okay. So you can choose to reconfigure it however you want. Now, the fun thing about this is I'm going to show you this. So let's say it's done. We love it. Yay, it's great. We're going to hit preview. You're going to see that it has a URL.
Yeah, up at the top.
So this URL, we can copy and paste. I'm going to send it to you. I can send it to you, and you'll be able to click on it, and you're going to get directed here. Okay. And you see how we have long URLs? We also have somewhere in the system where we can make them trigger links. So we can, instead of it being the long URL, we can give it a short one. So it can be like, it'll be assessment form. Instead of it being a URL, we can connect it to a trigger, and that statement can be what is in your, your email campaign.
Yeah, and so it'll be
just tag the link to the campaign as well.
okay. So in my verbiage, I can say, just click on the assessment link. It'll be blue and it'll take you right there, or whatever.
You just have it right underneath it, and you just label it. So remember how we were able to label where it says purchase your early bird ticket. You can literally say click here for assessment.
Okay.
So you can title the button to say anything you want it to say. And now it pulls all of this information in. Now, where does the information go, you want to ask? I know what you're asking. So if we go back and we go back to forms, you'll see that it says analyze and submissions. So we can actually come here and see who submitted a form.
Yeah.
So you see that? So now you can literally do it by the type of form submitted, when they submitted it. You can even you can change the date ranges, and all sorts of stuff. And not only that, like Angela, you got all sorts of things. You can build surveys, create quizzes. I've never even clicked on this, but you can create a quiz. So let's say you want to do something fun for, the holidays are coming up. Let's say you want to offer case managers a special gift. Do something fun. Add a quiz to your email campaign, and give a prize. It don't have to be nothing, you can do fun things like that to incentivize the people you're connecting with. Hence the whole thing of being able to communicate and nurture relationships. That is what a CRM system is going to allow you to do. So, go for it.
I'm sorry. So let's say here I've created a quiz for my case management teams, and whomever gets the prize, I send them an e-certificate. Can that be one of my trigger links?
Yes.
Okay. Well, not my trigger links, but can that be one of my, just.
Yeah, you can, however you want to set it up. You can actually set it up in a way to where like there's automations, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because that's a
Mm-hmm.
whole nother conversation. You can add automations into, or add your quizzes into automations to where, like, let's say the 10th person to click on the quiz and complete it, they can get something, right? You can
Okay.
be internally notified that the 10th person has submitted that quiz, and they may be the ones to get a gift. So it's so much that you can do on this platform. And I know Angela and I have talked a lot about some key components. One being, I mean, let's talk about it: content creation, so social media management, and being able to see. One thing we did not talk about in social media management, Angela, was the ability to approve social posts. So let's
Oh, yeah, we
say,
didn't talk about that.
yeah, so let's say Angela has a brand new virtual assistant. Don't quite trust them yet. They're not, they have the ideas of what she wants, but they've never executed it before. So prime example, when you go to create that post, you can literally create the post and they can actually submit it for approval. So I'm just gonna create something. Um, and that person can go to advanced options, and instead of posting, you see here, send post for approval.
Yeah.
So you'll be internally notified that there's a post that has been created that needs approval
I
before
like
it actually can go live. Once you've accepted it, it will now go live on your social platform. So it
Will it
gives
go
you a
live on the
lot of
platform or will it go live in the social media planner?
both. So
Okay.
it just depends on how they set it,
Okay.
right? So it won't go to the planner until it's been approved.
Okay.
So there's a lot of safeguards that you have with a CRM that you utilize that you usually don't have when you're just doing things, from the other platforms. And that's one of the benefits. I would share this. We utilize virtual assistants a lot. We've had a client that we've consulted who has not fully transitioned over to DFS, and we're actually in the process of, excuse me, getting them transferred over. They had a situation a couple of months ago. They have a virtual assistant that's out, not US based, that was utilizing, her own personal login credentials in her own Meta platform, but was connected to them as an associate.
Mm.
And her account got hacked. Her actual social media account got hacked. So the team, the people that she was working for, we were unable to remove her. We had trouble removing her from the we had issues removing her from her Meta account.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally had to call Meta, get assistance to remove the young lady, her now hacked account, from their business assets. So now think of it when she's utilizing a platform such as this, and can now utilize this feature, and it's not going to the young lady's social media, but it's already just connecting the main social platform into the system, right? And it bypasses all this, not bypasses the safeguards, but the integration is
Yeah.
safeguarded. So it just makes it for easier communication, easier, removal of access. When you
Mm-hmm.
got to let somebody, when you have to terminate somebody, or,
Yeah.
remove their access, you can limit their access as well. So prime example, if you just have someone that's doing social media, you can only give them, you can go into the settings and only provide them with social media access. They don't need your
Go
phone.
down that a little bit to see how much and how little we can give them access to. Because I know that's honestly going to be one of my questions.
Yeah. So prime example, let me go. Oh, I'm already in Angela Denise Foundation. So if you go into the regular settings and you scroll down to your staff, so I can come to my staff and you'll see all of my staff. And I have two
Mm-hmm.
accounts because I have a agency account and then I have my personal account, so I don't have
Mm-hmm.
everybody's stuff on my app.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wanted to remove, so let's mess with Hannah. Hannah, I get most of my virtual assistants have account admin because they've been with us for so long. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not minimizing anything. I need them to do what I need them to do. So if I wanted to go to Hannah's account, I can change her roles and permissions by coming here and see. I can remove her. Like, she doesn't need blogs. She doesn't need my calendars. Like there's certain things that she doesn't need. Like I can literally toggle this stuff off if she
Okay.
doesn't need it. If she doesn't need to see the dashboard, she doesn't need it. She doesn't do work, she doesn't do funnels. She doesn't do integrations. Like not, you can just go and turn stuff off.
Okay.
So it's everything within. So like you see, she has access to payments, but she can't
Mhm.
conduct refunds.
Okay.
She can't provide refunds. So there's a lot of things that you can minimize. And that's all features pretty much. This is all the features within the system.
Now,
You
am
can,
I everything that we've talked about tonight
correct.
is I know it's on one platform, but we've talked about a whole bunch of different things inside of the one platform. So do I pay separately for all of these options?
No, you're an IMB member. An IMB
I know
member.
the answer to the question. I want
Right.
you to
So I,
explain it.
I am, I'm going to explain it. So our IMB family get blessed, okay, with VIP pricing for the platform. But for our regular clients, we have three different tiers. And let me pull up my trusty spreadsheet with all, not spreadsheet, my presentation with all of those amazing slides so you all can see with DFS. So we have three different. Let's go. Oh, no, they don't have it all on one. So we'll go through the three. So we have three different subscriptions. The Startup Savvy is just that. It's for someone that says, you know what, hey, I'm not interested in a CRM. I'm not there yet. I just need a website and a phone. That's all I need. That's it. Some possibility of some SMS, but other than that, I don't need anything else. That is the Startup Savvy, and that is $37 a month. And that's pretty much, you're not going to get the CRM to be able to do all of the communication, back and forth with all of the stuff that you saw today and all of that good stuff. You won't see all of that. But what you will get access to, again, is having the chat widget that can be either a live widget that you would have to interact or engage with that individual while they're on the site, or you can convert it to SMS or WhatsApp. Okay. Or you can have multiple chat widgets. Okay.
That
The
missed call
reputation.
text back is amazing.
Yeah. So that is a part of this missed call text back. It will automatically respond if you miss a call, and it'll let people know, hey, sorry we missed your call. Please let us know. How can we assist? So that is the Startup Savvy. The Inbox Innovator is one of my favorite. This is going to open up the doors of the CRM, your calendar integration. It is going to give you things like the opportunity management system, where you can actually assign different opportunities to people as they come into your system. So prime example, a warm lead, hot lead, cold lead, and be able to see that from the dashboard, from the dashboard.
Mhm.
Then the social media planner, as you saw everything that we showed you tonight on the social media planner, the email marketing is a part of the Inbox Innovator, hence the name Inbox Innovator,
Yeah.
right? We are allowing you to gain access to take over the world via email, right?
Mhm.
And that's what that is.
I got a question.
Go for it.
So, let's just say, because what we talked about tonight was a lot of in the Inbox Innovator.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I get the Inbox Innovator plan, do I also get the stuff from the previous plan too, or is it just what I see right here?
Nope, we build up. So we continue to build up in regards to the features. Inbox Innovator does still have a lot of other features too. You'll have to definitely set up a call with us so that we can walk you through that, because there are so many features, with new features rolling out all the time. As you saw tonight, we just reviewed a few of the AI features that are available. And Angela, we still have not did your thing yet.
Yes, I know.
How we
And
ain't
it's
done
already
this?
7 o'clock.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait. All right, let's breeze through this so we can now go to Angela's.
Okay.
We've got to do this. We've got to do this. We've got to try it. All right. So the next thing they have is the business icon, and that is access to the full platform. You can upgrade to other things, as you saw with the AI content creation and all of those things, like the employee AI. Those are add-ons, but the 297 gives you full access to everything Digital Flow Solutions. If you're a course creator, if you sell products and you have like communities and different things like that, if you're somebody that wants to do workflows and automations and all of that stuff, this is the platform. This is the package for you, where you get access to all of the platforms. But guess what, Angela? It's November. So there is a little something going on. We do our November to Remember sale because of all of the forced in birthdays are in November.
Yes.
Derek's birthday is coming up on Saturday. So we're celebrating the month of November. And we do have a special we have actually two things that we're doing for the inbox for Digital Flow Solutions. One of them is getting the Inbox Innovator. You have to call for your to find out the special. I'm gonna make you call. You've got to schedule the business assessment. But we do have some special pricing. I know that we are giving the business icon for the $87 this month. Only for this month only, you will be all features will be opened
up. What
did
you just say?
You heard me. For the November to Remember sale, the business icon is at $87 for this month. So if you sign up between today and the end of this month, the last day of this month, we lock you into that pricing, but still give you all features of the business icon in the Inbox Innovate. So you get everything from start to finish.
Okay. I don't think people grasp.
That is the November to Remember. Okay. Yeah. So just know that we're doing some special things this month.
And just to make sure everybody understands, this builds on each other, right? That's what you told me. Mm-hmm. So the business icon has everything from the two previous plans.
Correct.
Plus everything we see here, plus stuff that's not mentioned here.
Correct. Okay. Correct. Yes. So just know that we've got some special goodies, but you've got to text CRM and schedule your business assessment. All right. So Angela, we got to do one thing before we get out of here. We said we were going to test it. I want people to be a part of the test and trial. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm excited about
it.
It's making you nervous. So right before we're going to end this, and our goal is to be here for 90 minutes. I know we went down a super techie highway tonight where we talked about software systems, CRM, and this is Digital Flow Solutions. We utilize it for all of our businesses. So it's not just a one-trick pony. Whether you're housing people, whether you have restaurants, whether you're a doctor, a physician, it doesn't matter. This platform is all encompassing. It builds around you. It allows you to literally remove yourself from the heavy lifting by integrating automations and easy response, AI, and all of that good stuff. So today, what we promised we were going to talk about last week, we're going to do right now. So I'm going to show you, first I'm going to show you how to get to it. Okay. So let me go to your account because I already started messing. Actually, you know what? I don't think I hit save, Angela. But don't worry. I have everything. I have everything I need. So don't worry. I've got it. All right. So I'm in Angela's account. I am going to go to this new fancy tool that says Voice AI Agent. Whew. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we have, I started building Angela's Voice AI. So this is a part of the business, the AI employee suite. That is starting at an additional for complete utilization, without limited access. That is unlimited use of the incoming. Outgoing has not started yet, but incoming has been done for incoming calls. All of that things that you saw with the content creation, all of that stuff is a part of the bulk unlimited use at $127. Okay, I believe it's $127 additional per month with your platform. But what this is going to allow you to do is literally streamline the number of missed calls you have. Again, help you kind of quickly create your content as you saw today. It also rolls into the workflows and automations. The AI tool pops up in the automation builder. So like if you're building out something, a process that you want automated, you can have that automation, the AI tool help you build it. It
Okay.
helps you build workflows. But tonight, what I really want us to focus on is the voice agent. Are you ready?
Come on, girl.
Okay, so the voice agent, as you see, we can do a test call. That was not here earlier. When I was messing with this, this was not here, Angela, because I
It
would have
wasn't
told
because
you.
I asked you, do you want to call me? And you said
I
it
told you,
wasn't
I was like,
there.
yes, we're going to have to. This was not here earlier. I promise you it wasn't. So technically I can name this bot, and we said Renee, right?
Chloe.
No, we changed it. Yeah, we did. Sorry. So Chloe is going to be Angela's assistant. That's her agent's name. Again, that's the business she's working for, and we can choose what she sounds like. I hope everybody can hear this. So Colleen, let us know if you can hear this in the chat. So we can either have Charles. He's a little whack. Were you able to hear that, Angela?
No.
So it's not going to let y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me move my mic. Let's try it again. Were you able to hear that? Were you able to hear that?
No.
Oh, it sucks. So we may not be able to test the call feature, but technically you can. And what I'll do is I'll set up from the Roadcaster next time and be able to plug in that way. But technically, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change the voice. I like Samantha. Yeah, she's very. Samantha is very fluid in her speech, and she sounds like you're talking to an actual person.
Okay.
So what we're able to do is, again, give her tasks. So this is the already created agent. So she's already created, and she's literally going to say, hey, this is who I am. So we're going to hit save because we've changed her name. I'm so upset that the phone call, you can't hear it from the computer. That sucks. But we'll be okay. And I'm having, yeah, this must have been an update tonight, Angela. All right, so Chloe's name is here. You'll be able to see what happens. The number of people, we'll add a phone number to her, of course, when we're ready to let her go live. But if we want to make any more edits to Chloe, we're going to come here and her goals. What are her goals? Her goals are to details to collect from the contact is going to be the phone number, email address, and what's the contacts issue, right? So this is just the basic setup. And this would allow you to not have to write anything. This would allow you to not have to go through the process of creating a script, right? To script her because it's already engaged. It's a script that's already there, and it's basic information that you want her to give. So what do you want?
Create that script?
Absolutely. But I'm going to show you the standard one first. So this is just us saying, hey, we want you to get this person's name, email address, contact. What do they want you? What are they contacting you for?
Yeah.
And then once it's done, you'll receive an email notification post the call completion. And who do you want it to send to? A specific user? If you want a specific user, I can send it to you directly. Okay. And it just says, boom, that's done. So now that we've done that, we can hit save. Again, every time you do something in the system, you want to save it because it just makes things very easy so you don't mess things up like I lost the original one. And then the phone availability. Okay, so this is going to ask us to purchase whatever, but we don't need to do that right now. So again, boom. So we're going to go.
So the phone availability would be like my hours of operation?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And we'll tie, and then we'll connect the line.
Okay.
So we'll also connect the line. So now if we want to create a new agent, we can do the same thing. I'm going to name this agent Kim. I'm just naming it Kim. Again, we're going to keep the same voice. And then again, it's going to give us some information. Instead of saying, hey, just say hello. I don't like hey. You've reached the Clarissa Project. How can I help you today? That's going to be the first thing it says.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do here, instead of using the basic information, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
switch to advanced. So you see here, it literally has a pre-created phone script. And again, you can have her either transfer the call once she's gathered this information, trigger a workflow. So prime example, if we had a workflow and automation created already, we can add,
Yeah.
it can actually throw that person into the workflow, update your contact field and send an SMS. So we can choose like a whole bunch of different things. What phone number do we want to transfer the call to? So like, let's say they called in on your regular line, but you want to forward it to your personal line just because
Okay.
you're on the go. You can literally
Mm-hmm.
have it hand off to your cell phone, right? People won't see that. It's just transferring the call. Um, so let's say I do have a script. So give me a second. I need to pull up my script because I did create a script that is here in ChatGPT, and I will share with you all what I did with the script. So the script was, you are a professional AI voice agent writer. Please create a phone prompt for my voice agent, um, the voice agent, and that works for the Clarissa Project. Your main goal is to conduct an intake assessment for someone looking for housing. The questions that you will ask are as follow: first name, last name, date of birth. Where are you currently living? Do you have a mental health diagnosis? And if yes, provide the diagnosis and medications you currently take. What is your source of income? Once these questions have been answered, please inform the person on the phone that they will be contacted by a member of our team shortly. And then I also told it to create an internal notification to inform you of the call,
Mm-hmm.
and the responses to the questions asked. So I'm gonna copy what ChatGPT created for me, and I'm gonna come right back to where we are here, and I'm gonna delete all of this. Literally, just delete it, copy and paste. So now it has the actual new script that we've created. I can remove all of these astrages, whatever you want to call these things. Get rid of all of that. And get rid of all of these spaces. And as you see, it really created the same type of prompt that was initially
And they're
there.
already, yeah.
Yeah. And then it gives her all of the questions. And at the end, it tells your phone system what it needs to do. And then here's the internal notification. It's literally going to send you all of this information post call.
This is so good.
Yeah. And then we hit next. Okay. And then we're going to hit save. So now you have two AI peeps ready
So
to
two
take
people
calls.
answer my calls.
Correct. Yep.
So when
Yeah.
Chloe's on the phone, Kim comes right in and takes the
Mm-hmm.
next call. This is so good.
Correct.
This
So
is
this is literally
listen. You just created two new employees for me.
exactly that quick, just that fast. Unfortunately, we won't be able to test them, so we'll have to test them.
Okay.
And just what I'll do is I'll record the test when we do
Mm-hmm.
test it and then bring it back. But Digital Flow Solutions, literally, like our parent company does not play with rollouts. And honestly, our goal, of course, is to be the best in the business by providing the most cost effective access to
Yes.
the platform.
Yes.
We know other people that are, utilizing similar platforms, and their pricing is out of this world. Our goal is to make sure that we give you a feasible space to gain access, right, to the
Mm-hmm.
things that you need as an entrepreneur. So again, tonight we talked about what? We talked about content creation AI again. That's in the platform. You do not have to go outside of the platform to, you know, get your information. You don't have to go between Chat GPT and DFS, which is Digital Flow Solutions, to communicate or get that information.
Okay.
You can literally use the prompts, the internal prompts, and have it pull that information for you. The other thing we talked about today again was that the whole that whole piece in the social media planner. and how the AI tools integrate into that, even into creating some of the images. Be really descriptive if you are going to use it, because that's where you're going to get the best. Your prompt is going to be your key, and that's where you're going to get the best information from. Best output is going to be based on your prompts, the input of your
Mhm.
prompt. The second thing we looked at was, again, it was the email campaigns, right? No more do you need to be creating email campaigns, Angela.
But what I like to go back before we get to the emails is that
Uh-huh.
you can create the use the AI tool to create it or upload the photos that you already have.
Correct.
So you can use either or
Yep.
to do what you need to do. And when it comes to the email campaign, the thing that I learned was that my Gmail emails can be imported, and then my telephone stuff can be imported.
Yeah.
All of this, they can be imported together. So I'm not sitting there adding contacts one by one to be able to put these in my system. I can import them into DFS. And then
Correct.
DFS, once I create the email, either using
Integrate.
AI or whatever I use, but it's templated. I don't have to do the work. I don't
You
have to put attachments
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
It makes me, can I just say, it makes me look so much bigger than what I really am.
Yeah, it is. And that's the whole point of it, right? That is the whole point, the whole purpose of having a platform like this. Um, so I don't want to, don't make me come for you next week if you have not used one of these tools that you have seen tonight. And real time, like, this is some things that I think a lot of people, when they get the platform, I tell people often. I've had people come to me and they're like, oh, I went to the developer and I'm utilizing it on my own. And I'm like, I bet you're not even using 10%.
Hmm.
Because as an agency, I use maybe 50%, 40%,
Yeah.
because things roll out so quickly. And what I love is having developers and having people on the team that can help us efficiently and effectively utilize things, by taking a look from, the hover. They
Yeah.
hover over us and see what we're not using and help us implement the things that we need to use to better get the word out on what we do.
And
So,
before we go, I do also want to let people know, because I've been talking to people about this, but what I've been talking to people about is that this is the one stop shop to have all of your forms. So when we
yes,
were talking in the beginning of the call about how do I utilize this and what way do I use it as a HRA and also as, somebody who does housing, I don't wait for people to sign documents. I don't have to sit a form, a piece of paper in front of them and say, I'm gonna need you to sign this with a blue pen. And once you do, I go home and scan it. No, they e-sign everything. The
yes, yeah,
documents are in there. They e-sign it all. I upload a copy of their, the documents that they present to me. If they are wanting, we put their payment system. I mean, their payment choice inside
yeah,
of the system. We send them. I know for me, they get an invoice sent on Wednesday. If they are normally going to pay on Friday, and then after they make the payment on Friday, the system generates a
it's in there.
receipt for
Yep,
them
yeah,
to show that the payment has been submitted. If they want to do auto draft, it's the same thing. You just auto
exactly.
draft the account,
Yeah.
right? And so it's still showing that no matter what type of business you have, I have housing. Uh, Colleen is a realtor, right? So Colleen could send a proposal.
Yep.
Rita has housing too, but Rita also used to have a coffee shop. So she could have done a
Right.
proposal. She could have sent somebody an invoice. She can collect all of her payments and
Come on.
all in the same thing. So it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter what type of business you have.
It doesn't.
Everything can be imported as, because it's not just MailChimp and it's not just Ring Central, those types of things. But what is that one where we keep all of our forms?
Oh, DocuSign.
DocuSign, and there's another one where you can create the forms for free online. I used
Oh,
it.
like I used to have Form Swift.
I
It's a
didn't have
lot of
it,
those platforms. There's so
but
many
it's
of
something
them.
like that.
Yeah, I used to
Um,
have Form Swift.
Everything is already there. You don't,
Yeah.
if you're a person like me, before I got DFS, I used to create invoices in Excel, and then I would change them based off of who the vendor was, every time I needed to get paid. And so I just had a whole bunch of Excel spreadsheets. So the fact that I can literally, and y'all, I am not an unorganized person, and I am not a teeny tiny business, but this makes me look hella corporate. Like this,
Yeah.
I'm setting myself up to get what God has for me. Like using this
Yeah.
system, and I'm not like sitting it up on this, but it sets me up that when I go to ask people for money, when I go to apply for different things,
Yeah.
they can see that I'm utilizing something that does what I say it does, and that my business coincides with what I'm telling it has the ability to do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the that is the main purpose. And like I tell people all the time, it's worth every penny. Like it has saved us subscriptions out the wazoo, right? And I tell people this, it's fun because you can also, let's say you're, like you said, Rita has she has the she ran a coffee shop, but she's
Mm-hmm.
also an LF owner and operator,
Mm-hmm.
HRA. Let's say she wants to start back the coffee shop. She can create a second website under her platform.
Yeah.
She can start again promoting using this platform. She can add an additional line that is directly connected to that site, that domain. So it's so multifaceted, and it gives you so many options to really just expand. It can go from one business to 10 businesses,
I
and
was
you
just going to say,
really,
let's not skip over that because we're
yeah,
still using the same platform regardless of how many businesses you have,
correct.
right?
Yeah,
So, like the lady I'm partnering with, she has two businesses.
yeah,
She uses the same platform for her two businesses, right? So, if you have one business, or like you just said, 10 businesses, it doesn't matter how many businesses you have, it's still one platform.
yeah. So like even what
Yes,
Rita
and your
just said,
son, her
absolutely. Like
yes,
there's no reason not to just do it like if you do it the right way now, you don't
yeah.
have to play catch up later,
And that,
right?
oh my God, can we talk about that, please?
Because
Because
it's
as
it's
a
so
business
we've
owner,
all had to do it. We
yes,
had to do
yes,
it, right?
yes.
This
And for
helps you
this,
to start. Yeah, just start now, right, Rita?
and for
Go
tonight,
in there.
I'm going to play catch up too.
Right, like go in the system tonight, go under sites, find you a restaurant template. You don't even have to do a full site. Do a landing page. All you need is one page, right? Throw a form on there. Um, Heck, the chat widget can even just revert to a form. Like there's so much stuff that you can do, and then now set up an additional Stripe or whatever payment processor you're using, and let it automate itself. Let people, the form be what pulls the information for the product, and now you're internally notified that somebody submitted a form to place an order. Boom, you in it.
That's it.
And that's it, right? When those people fill out that form, you connect that form so that it's that particular business. They're tagged to that business and not your ILF or HRA. And boom, you just send out the information. It's easy. You just don't get bottled into just that one business mindset. This is a platform that can house multiple, and it can really help you evolve and grow. And again, keeping the
Hmm.
pricing the same.
And that is what's
It doesn't
important
change the
right there.
pricing. Yeah,
That
the
is
only
what's
thing that
important right there.
yeah, the
That the
only thing that
pricing
may
stays
change.
the same.
Yeah, the
You
pricing stays
know,
the same. The only thing that may change again is you're adding an additional line.
yeah.
What you're gonna keep in your wallet? $10? You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
an increase of like the whatever the wallet fee is. But for the most part, I mean, we talked about a lot tonight, and I
Lunch costs
know,
more than that at Chick-fil-A. So let's just keep it real.
yeah, 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 you're right.
And
Whew.
I mean, if you
Rita
cannot,
said, "How do we do this?" I got you,
right?
Rita.
If you
Rita,
cannot sacrifice
we
one
got you.
Chick-fil-A lunch for an entire month,
Yeah,
because the price for the line is once a month. It's not per call,
yeah,
right? So if
exactly.
it's $10 a month and you can't sacrifice lunch on a regular schmegular Wednesday, we got bigger issues.
We do. Yeah, it's how bad do you want it, right? That's
Hmm.
that's where we get. That's where we now tend to go. How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
That's going to be the next question. Like, what is it that you really want to get done with your business, and how far do you want it to grow? Because you've got software and systems that are plentiful to help you to get to that next level. How bad do you want it? So, Rita, let's get on a call. I think my day, I'm not going to lie and say my day is empty tomorrow. I do have some finalize. No, I have some big accounts that I have to close out tomorrow within DFS. Super excited for new nonprofits coming on board. They're excited. The goal was to meet with them today, but unfortunately, my schedule was out of whack. But super excited about seeing other people that are stepping into the business space. I've got clients out of Bermuda, my home country, are seeing it and they're like, wait a minute, like, are you like, you're really doing this stuff? And I'm like, yeah. So they're now jumping on board. Um, man, it's exciting.
It
Um,
is. Can you
it's
just circle
exciting.
back and just spill a tiny, tiny bit of what nonprofits get in November?
So nonprofit pricing stays the same. Like we
Oh, that's just not November?
right.
No, that was part of
That's
November
not
to
no no
remember.
no no no. That is nonprofit fee. They get the full access to the
Oh.
platform at $87. Bottom line. The only thing we ask for a nonprofit organization to provide is their 501c3,
Yeah.
so that we do know that they are a valid and recognized nonprofit organization, and have fun, have at it. So again, it's all about making sure that people have access. I told you my story as a nonprofit founder. Everything was so expensive, and what we tend to do is we self fund in the beginning,
Mhm.
right? There's a lot of
Mhm.
self funding, and when you can't find a platform that's gonna, you tend to lean to the things like Wix. But yes, they give you the bare minimums, but there's add-ons, those additions.
Mhm.
You want this, you got to pay
Mhm.
an extra 20. You want this
Mhm.
app, you got to pay an extra 30. And then it's all of the making sure that everything talks to each other and that it's operating and functioning correctly. So when we found, the developers here, it was just like, let's go for it. Everything that we need in one place. We can do additional things and add new services, new things that we provide. Like, prime example, where the nonprofit organization is actually in the process. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to send something to my insurance provider too. We're in the process of doing some other things and adding different programs. I can actually give people portal access. So like those individuals coming into that program,
Mhm.
I can upload their courses. I can upload all of the things that they'll have to do. And now they have their own private login. Like, I don't have to go and get
Mhm.
Podia or another platform in order to do it. And now I'm juggling multiple platforms. I can literally upload everything that they need into this platform and give them access to the product or the service, right? The digital service. And now I can monitor where they're at in the process. If it's a course, I can
Mhm.
monitor, how far along they've gotten in it. So it's so much that you can do inside this platform that it'll make your mind spin. It's great for the consultant. It's great for the physician. It's great for the nonprofit founder. It's great for the startup. Just a startup. It's good for restaurants. We can integrate your POS systems into the thing. People can do online orders. We can attach things like Uber Eats. All of the delivery places can be integrated into it, and you don't have to worry about piecemealing all of this stuff together.
So
um
you mean when I'm making meals for these group homes, I
yeah,
could attach Uber Eats
you can.
and have them deliver it?
You can, yes.
Listen, ma'am, I need a call. I need a call.
So it's so much, and I just, like I said, it's interesting to talk about, but like, you just really got to sit down and narrow down what you want to do. And
Yeah.
that's what our team is here for. We're going to sit down with you. We're going to look at your processes. We're going to look at your procedures. We're going to see, okay, what's needed. How do we navigate, right? How do we get the workflow? What is going to be the trigger? What will be the endpoint? And how do we make it all work in the same manner or method as you currently do, right?
Okay.
But let's remove you out of it and
Mm-hmm.
have the system operating in such a way that all a person has to do is trigger. Like, prime example for tonight, those of you that hear me, text CRM, right, to the number floating at the bottom of the screen, which is, what is it? It's 407 809 8215. Right? These are workflows. These are automations. You trigger it by texting those letters. Once you've triggered the system, things are going to start responding. There will be responses. So our goal is to sit down with you, figure out what are your triggers, what are your responses, and set it up. Whether it's emails, whether it's phone calls. What I love the most is the voicemail drops. I love voicemail drops, okay?
Yep.
I can
Yep.
sit down with either my Rode mic that you see on my shirt, or I can do it in a voice note from my phone, and then I upload it to the system and throw it in an automation. Right. So now somebody feels like they missed a phone call from me when at no point in time did I even pick up the phone to call them. Right.
I
These are
really
things.
like that because one of the things I wanted to start doing is because I send case managers so much information about business, right? Can I just on a regular Tuesday say, hey, I'm just calling to see how you're doing today and what can I do for you? Just because now I'm just checking on you. It's not, a solicitation of sorts.
And not being funny, we can create that in an automation. Right. And it repeats. You can have them. I noticed something the other day that I was so upset about. um we never ended in automation, like where people fall out of it,
Mm-hmm.
so they started going right back through it. And the only reason we realized is because it was a year-long automation.
Oh.
So the first set of people that entered it from last year started receiving the messages again, and we was like, oh my god, because we created it a whole year ago and forgot. So those are the things. Don't do, if you do a year-long automation, make sure you have an opt-out. Please just make sure you guys don't forget. Don't have the circle, don't have them circle back through. Please don't. Um, but no, that was one of the things we did. And Derek was like, why is this person getting this message? Like they're IMB already. And I'm like, I don't know. And I go in and look in the automation. I'm like, oh gosh.
I
We
forgot to
never
turn it
pulled the
off.
opt out. Yeah, we never cut it after the 12th month. But again, see, like you can have things set up for years if
Yeah.
you want. Like you can have things that honestly have conditions built in, that if they don't do this, then this happens, or if they do
Mm-hmm.
this, then that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all about getting with our team, letting us help you build it out. We show you how to do it, so that way you don't have to always depend on us. And again, the AI feature that's in that now allows you to learn how to build those things using AI. Like AI will guide you through the process. So
I'm
it's just,
excited. I'm just
it's,
excited. I'm not typically excited for homework, but I think I'm excited for this part because it's going to make it easier for me.
I hope so. But other than that, like Angela, thank you as always. Again, quick recap. Digital Flow Solutions is your number one stop, your one and only stop that you need, to get your system, your business out there. Let people know who you are, what you do. Again, let us know if you are interested. Text the letter CRM, customer C, relationship RM, management, to 407-809-8215. You're going to get an explainer PDF that's going to tell you all of the features. And then ultimately, my team is going to see that you've opted in, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to give you a phone call and schedule you for an appointment so that we can do a business assessment. Let us see where your business currently stands. If you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, if you have a hobby, don't despise having a website or a
Yeah.
CRM system. It's really an important step to take in your business, in your entrepreneurial journey. Having the right systems, having the right software, and having the right people to help you set it up and maintain it is a big one. So again, thank you for allowing Angela and I to go on this tech
Yes.
trail. But ultimately, what we wanted to show people is whether you're an ILF owner and operator, whether you are an HRA, whether you are doing anything that Forston Consultants, kind of guide you in, we're going to always push for you to have software and systems. Don't make the same mistakes we did in the beginning,
Oh,
right?
please don't.
Initially, Derek did not. I don't need no website. He was a gang. What I need a website for? I've got social media. No, we need a website.
Yes.
Then it went from needing a website to where the numbers, everything started coming in so quickly. The CRM system was necessary to help
Mm-hmm.
nurture all of the clients that we had coming in. As you grow and as you build, you want a software or a system that you can either grow into, or that's going
Mm-hmm.
to constantly keep growing with you.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed about DFS is that we can't grow fast enough to catch up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's what you want. You want a platform that's going to be so intuitive that you are constantly trying to catch up with it in order to better
Mm-hmm.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's ever evolving, and it causes you as an entrepreneur or business owner to evolve as well. So
I love that.
again, family, it's always a pleasure. We had our DFS night, another takeover.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for the correction.
Listen, in love. Wasn't no bad pow pows, but
No,
I
it
want to
was
see.
not.
So hold on. Everybody to everybody listening. When we come back here on Tuesday next week, if Angela don't have her social media set up, I'm just gonna end the live stream. I'm not even I'm gonna just go in her account and I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna just go hit and y'all will know it was Angela's fault, okay?
No pressure.
I'm gonna just end the whole live stream because you know who's gonna come after you then, right? It's gonna be your coach. He's gonna be like, Angela, you messed up my live stream. But no, but technically honest, like for real, in all honesty, it is a pleasure to be able to share this platform with you, sis. Thank you for allowing me to walk you through the process of DFS. This is something that all of our digital flow solutions clients get. It's not just here's a CRM system, go have fun. Our team is set there to help you navigate the space, help you to implement the key features and truly make the best out of the platform. We want to see you succeed just as much as we know this platform can really help you do so.
Mhm.
It's got all the things that big corporations are using. It has all the things that, bigger businesses that are larger than some of our startups are utilizing. Why not have access? So, you know us, we're always trying to make that price a lot more friendlier
Yeah.
for the pocket. So join us. You can get the Inbox Innovator, which is our mid-tier platform that gives you the ability to email campaign, social media planner, phone system, CRM, which is a customer relationship management tool, and so much more for that $87. But it's November to remember. So guess what we're doing? We are blessing you. Anyone that signs up with Digital Flow Solutions, you will get the big mama. You will get all access to Digital Flow Solutions, everything from automations, workflows, and everything in his mama. You will get it all for the lovely price of $87 for November. Um, that is if you sign up for November, and that is not something that's going to change once you go live. It's not like $87 for this month and that's it. No, we grandfather you in for a time frame. Can't tell you when because prices do fluctuate.
Yes.
But that's going to be your subscription fee, and you get the full platform. So,
I
boom,
think that's
join.
just a blessing because everything we never get to talk about during these calls, all of the ability that this CRM has. So
Not even.
just the few things that we see when it shows the different price points,
Yeah.
that is already a lot. If you think
Yeah.
about it from the entrepreneur standpoint and the your individual tasks throughout the day, that's already a lot. So
Yep.
for you to be able to get the premium plan
Yeah.
at mid-level pricing, because nobody's going to offer that. I don't care who, what's where you go to find it.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it was 6 months that they get it for, still, if they utilize it properly. And I'm not
It'll
saying
pay
that
for
you get this
itself.
for 6 months. So nobody go back and say that's what I said.
Right.
However long the price is at the November to Remember price of $87, it overly pays for itself.
It
It would
does. Yeah.
behoove you to go in and run, don't walk, run and get it, and then implement all of your systems and implement all of your um,
Yeah.
everything that you need to be implemented in order for this to run efficiently for you so that you can see the benefits from the jump, not have to go backtrack like me, and see how it works and how much more efficiently it
Yeah.
helps you work and saves you time,
It does. Yeah.
because we can replace a lot of things. That's not one of
Time we can't. No, we sure can't. Well, sis, I'm gonna let you pray us out tonight. How about that? Because you over here preaching.
them.
So I'll give my salutation. So again, I'm Shay Forston from Forston Consultants. All things consulting, right? Tonight we get to dive into softwares and systems. And the reason why we do this is because we want to show you that there is a price point that suits any budget to get you set up with the appropriate software and systems to whether it's running your ILF, helping to keep things organized and your communication channels open for your case managers and social workers, or an HRA. It doesn't matter whether you sell popsicles, whether you are a designer, like it does not matter. This is a platform that fits all niches. You just text CRM 407-809-8215. Come on over, get us a free business assessment with me and my team. I'll be there with you. We'll walk through what your idea is and help you implement. And again, join us here again on Saturday where we'll be back talking about ILFs.
Yes.
We might throw in a little something special then too, but we'll be back on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Go ahead, Angela, take us out.
Well, thank you, God, for this opportunity. God, we come to you as humble as we can for this opportunity to be here. And Lord, we just ask you that no matter where the business is, God, if you place a business inside somebody's heart, Lord, no matter the size of the business, the amount of money the business makes, if you place it inside their heart, God, I ask you to give them the resources, God. Let's send the resources, Lord, from the north, south, east, and west. God, we thank you for the Forstons. We thank you for their consulting company. We thank you for their family. We thank you for them being intuitive. We thank you for their hearts, God. We thank you that you have given them the mind of Christ, God, to be able to place you first. So we love God, love people, love real estate. God, we thank you that not only do we service people in the housing business, but God, you have asked us and employed us and implored us to be able to take people from homeless to hopeful. So God, we thank you for the opportunity to do your will every day that you allow us to wake up. But not only doing it in the homeless sector, God, but whatever manner of business that you give anybody who is watching this right now, anybody that will see it on the replay, God, anybody who will forward it and share it with someone else, Lord. We just thank you that they have had the tenacity and the ability to be able to say, I need this, I want this. And God, we ask you to give them the resource to be able to obtain it, to not only to be able to make their businesses easier, but to relieve their anxiety and relieve their stress. God, anybody who is suffering from any type of physical ailment, God, we thank you that you died on the cross for us, and those 32 stripes you healed was all of the diseases that are known to man. We thank you that you bore that already. God, anybody who has any anxiety, depression, any mental health issues, anybody who's dealing with just the weight of being an entrepreneur, God, we ask you to just remind them gently that they can lay that at your feet, God. If you gave them the business, you're going to give them the wisdom to be able to handle the business accordingly. Everything has ebbs and flows, but you are the Alpha and the Omega, and you make a way for all of us in the name of Jesus. God, we just thank you for this opportunity one more time to be here. We thank you, God, because it's only because of you that we do what we are able to do. And it is in your Son, Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Go ahead and put an amen in the chat if you agree with that prayer. I'll be the first to do so. Amen. Y'all have a great night. And again, we'll see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern, right here, talking all things ILF, independent living facilities. And I know y'all miss Derek, but you get me.
And me.
Exactly, you get us. And now we are going to give you a word from the ILF guy, Derek Forston. So have a blessed night, and we'll see you on
Good night,
Saturday.
everybody.
Good night.
Oldest Forston.
That's not the one I wanted to play. But anyway, we're going to figure out the right one. One day, Angela, I'm going to get this right. Oh, my goodness. Where is it, Angela? Can you say a live faux pas? This is called a bloop for real. But anyway, we
It's
will.
live.
Oh, I'm telling you. Have a good night, everybody.
Good
If you've
night.
ever imagined of starting your own housing program, there is no reason that after we're done here tonight that you shouldn't go to forstonconsultants.com/webinars and watch the webinar, guys, because a lot of you have wanted to start a group home or traditional assisted living facility, but that stuff takes license. It takes a lot of time to open. There's a lot of red tape to jump through. You have to ask for permission. We teach you guys how to open an ILF, an independent living facility, where you can house the homeless, displaced adults, or anybody that has a guaranteed income, and it doesn't require a license, and you don't have to own the property. Make sure you watch that free webinar at forstonconsultants.com/webinars and then set up a free strategy call so that me and my team can get you started. Let's get back. So Dennis, in this independent living facility model, right, which y'all call ILFs, what kind of residents can I house in this kind of model? David, that's a great question. And that's actually what makes the ILF model so great, is because it's flexible. So prime example, you can house military veterans, elderly adults, women that are escaping domestic violence, and the list goes on and on and on. So Dennis, where do you get your residents from? I see you guys on TikTok and Facebook, you guys getting all of these houses. Like, where in the world are you getting these people from? Yeah, that's actually pretty easy. Forston Consultants teaches us to use social media such as Instagram, Facebook, to let people know who we are, what we do, but probably most importantly, who do we serve? And we do that very consistently. So every day, 7 days a week, there's something being posted about what we do and who we serve, but also building relationships with social workers and case managers. Again, letting them know who we are, what we do, and most importantly with them, that we're available. Dennis, how in the world are you able to do this without a license, bro? David, remember the reason why we don't need a license, because remember, the clients that we serve, they're independent. So that means that they can take their own medications, they can provide their own transportation, and they can cook and provide their own food. Dennis, man, you seem to know a lot about this independent living stuff, man. How do you know so much? Well, first of all, I graduated from Forston Consultants University, and I have a master's degree in independent living facilities. And I joined the Forston crew every Monday on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern. They go live, and that guy Derek, man, he give the game away. So I'm always there. So Dennis, what in the world are the requirements to get started with something like this? The only requirement for this, David, is a big heart for God, his people, and the love for real estate. That's it. And bro, don't think I ain't listening, because I am listening. But where can I find more information like this at, man? Because I really want to get started, man. David, if I were you, I'd follow Derek Forston on Facebook and TikTok, and then I'd follow Forston Consultants on everything else in terms of Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube. Again, really slowly, David, because you're hard-headed. I'd follow Derek Forston at Facebook on his personal page. I'd follow him on TikTok, but I will also follow Forston Consultants on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Don't forget, David. Hey, Dennis, man, I really appreciate that, man. I'm going to do exactly what you told me to do. I'm going to follow Forston Consultants on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. No problem, David. That's actually what I'm here for. And by the way, where did you get that hoodie? I like that. Oh, this? I got this from Second Chance Apparel. I'll put the link below. This is for aspiring entrepreneurs. And the reason why I love to support it is that every shirt or hoodie that you purchase goes back into housing the homeless.